Oh.
I was going to say that you can go back over, but these steps, but of course, I didn't start recording till just now, so I will go over the steps again. So our first step, what we did first, is, or what you should do first is look at the parentheses. We actually didn't necessarily do this first, but it's okay. What we should have done first was do the 7.0 minus 6.3 because that's in parentheses, and we get 0.7. The next step is to make sure that we do the exponent here, so 0.6 cubed. So 0.6 times 0.6 times 0.6, we got 0.216. And then we did our next step, which is the multiplication. So we did 0.7 times 0.07 to get 0.049. And then we added that to 0.216, which is what we got from the exponent, get 0.265. That was our total, 0.265 for number 7. All right, so we have number 8 left to do, and then we will do the word problems. I apologize for starting my recording late. Those of you who are just joining the recording, you missed numbers 5 and 6, and I will do them again at the end of this recording so you guys can get them added on there. All right, I'm gonna move on to 8. Are we good? Cool. All right, number 8. Notice that we have multiple exponents. So we have to do the exponents first, and then we can do the division after. So we already know the answer to this first one, 0.6 cubed. We know that that's 0.216. We just did it up here, right? That's how we know that. So this is just 0.216. We don't have to do it again, but we need to do 2.4 times 2.4 for the 2.4 squared. So 2.4 times 2.4. Okay, we need to do that. So what's 4 times 4?
16.
Good. I'm going to carry my 1. And 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1, that gives me 9. All right. And then I have 2 times 4 again, that gives me 8. And 2 times 2 gives me 4. I'm going to add it up. I get 576, but I have 2 decimal places. 1, 2. So I have to go over by 2. 1, 2.
5.76.
Very good. And so this one is 5.76. Okay. All right, so we did those. So next we have to go here into the middle and do this division problem. We have to divide 18.6 by 3.05. So I'm going to do 3.05 on the outside and 8.6 on the inside. All right. So who wants to walk me through this one?
Jules.
3.05. 18.6 divided by 3.05.
Yep.
The first step is to move the point.
Good.
To move 2 times the point.
Good. To the right.
And to move the point, move the point 2 times also.
Yep.
That is 0.
Very good. So now it's 305 into 1860. Okay. So we have to figure out how many times 305 goes into 1860. We can think about it if we just cover up, if we just don't look at the 0 and the 5, and we just look at the 18, how many times does 3 go into 18? How many times?
34.
What? How many times does 3 go into 18?
6 times.
Oh, 6 times.
6 times. So maybe if we multiply this by 6, we might be on the right track. Let's see. What happens when we multiply this by 6? Let's see. We get
1830, you say.
1830. That's pretty close, right? We're not going to get any closer than that. So it's 6 times. So it goes in 6 times. We get 1830. That means we're going to have 30 left over, right? We're going to put a decimal and add a 0 and bring that down. And we have 300. 305 can't go into 300. So it goes in, so it's 0 times. We add another 0, bring that down. Now we have 3,000. So 3,000, we know that to go in 3,000 times, 305 to go into 3, it has to be 9 times. We know that it has to be 9 because times 10 would be 3050. So we know it has to be 9 times, and we'll just probably stop at this decimal, even though it might keep going. We're not going to go any further than this. Okay, and that's going to give us 2745. Let's see what number we get left over here. We're going to get
255.
255, right? Because that's a 2. So it's 255. And if we add another 0, it'll be, we can really keep going and more and more and more.
All zeros.
But we're going to round it off because we know the next number is going to be an 8. We're just going to round it off to 6.1.
Okay.
We're going to use 6.1 as our rounded answer to this problem. All right, so now we can add it all up. We're going to add 2.16 plus 5.76 plus 6.1 plus 4.8. And we can just line it up in one big row. As long as we line it up correctly, we should be able to add it together. 5.76, 6.1, 4.8. We add it all up. We just bring down this 6. We do 1 plus 6. That's 7. We do 2 plus 7 plus 1 plus 8.
18.
Yep. Carry our 1, and we do 1 and 5 and 6 and 4.
16.
Very good. So our answer is
16.870.
6.870.
You got 7 plus 6.
So the 6 at the end, and then we have 1 plus 6 is 7, right? And then we have 2 plus 7 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 8 is 8.
Where did 1 come from?
What? Where?
Up the top. I thought it was just 0.216.
I do have 0.216, yep.
You got a 1 right there.
This 1 is carried from the 18.
Oh, okay.
So it's 1, 5, 6, 4 to give us 16.
16. I got the 16, but I'm left off with the 7.
What's this 7? You didn't get a 7? 1 plus 6 is 7. So we have 5.76 plus 0.216. So the 1 and the 6 is
0.216 plus 5.75 plus 6.1.
6. That's why. It's a 5.76, not 5.75.
Oh. Going too fast.
So that's how we get 18.7. Good work.
Okay. I did too much. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm off 1.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
That's why I said need refresher.
Yes, exactly. We
Going
all.
too fast.
So we're gonna take a look at our word problems now. So the problems, you guys have seen them before. They were on your pre-assessment. I think all of them were on your pre-assessment. So we have these word problems right here. It says, John needed to hang a picture he bought. He drilled a hole 3/8 inches in diameter. The nail he intended to use was 0.5 inches in diameter. Was the hole too small or too large, and by how much? Well, maybe I don't think I included this one because it was too many steps, but what are we gonna do? What is this question asking us to do? Is it asking us to add, subtract, divide, or multiply? That's the first question. I always like to ask that first. What is it asking us to do?
Divide.
It's asking us to divide? Any other guesses? Just want to see if we're all on the same page. What do we think? John needed to hang a picture he bought. Zoom
I
in.
know that much. Divide.
The division. John needed to hang a picture. He drilled a hole 3/8 inches in diameter. The nail he intended to use was 0.5 inches in diameter.
You gotta divide that into that.
With the divide, is the whole two?
Oh, turn a fraction to a whole number.
Well, we definitely have to convert that fraction. We're gonna have to convert it, but is it asking us to divide, multiply, add, or subtract?
Divide.
You say divide.
Oh,
What everybody else
the
is.
nil.
I think we have to convert the fraction and make the comparison and compare.
Okay.
And compare to about the question to know if it's small or large.
Okay, good. Right. In order to answer that question, if it's too small or too large, we need to have it as a decimal. Okay, so let's do that first. How do we turn a fraction into a decimal?
Divide.
Okay, what are we dividing?
The 3/8 divided by 0.5.
We're not there yet. We have to convert that 3/8
Oh,
into a decimal. How do we convert a fraction into a decimal?
you gotta turn it to a whole number.
No, we have to convert the
Touching my
fraction into a
screen.
decimal. How do we do that? How do we convert a fraction into a decimal?
3/8. Where my papers at?
Remember. All right, so to convert a fraction into a decimal, this is an important lesson. To convert a fraction into a decimal,
I multiply.
you must divide,
That's what I need. See,
okay?
where my papers at?
Divide the numerator by the denominator. That means that the denominator is on the outside and the numerator
inside.
on the inside.
It's divided by 2. Said it.
And we know that because the numerator is smaller than the denominator, we're going to have a decimal. Okay, so how many times does 8 go into 30?
Three times.
What is 8 times 3?
24.
Very good. That means I have 6 left. That means I need to keep going with my division. So I'm going to add another 0 and bring that down. How many times does 8 go into 60?
7 times.
Very good. That's going to give me 56. So then I have a 4 left. I need to go one more time and bring that last 0 down. And how many times does 8 go into 40?
5 times.
5 times. So the hole that he drilled was 0.375 inches in diameter. But the nail he was going to use is 0.5 inches in diameter. Is the hole too small or too large?
Too small.
The hole is too small. Okay, by how much? How do we figure that out? By how much?
You need to subtract to know the diameter.
Good, we have to subtract. So if we do 0.5 minus 0.375, 0.75. So anytime we do a subtraction, we need to make sure that we have matching place values with zeros. We have to add those zeros back in. And now we're able to subtract when we borrow. So this becomes a 10, this becomes a 10, and then a 9, and then this becomes a 4. So 10 minus 5 is going to give me 5. 9 minus 7 is going to give me 2. And then 4 minus 3 is going to give me 1. I just bring my decimal down. So it is too small by 0.125 inches. Okay. It is too small by 0.125 inches. So in order to solve this question, we had to convert from a fraction to a decimal, which requires division. And then to figure out if the whole was too small or too large, we have to subtract, right? Or how much it was too small or too large, we have to subtract. We knew it was too small by looking at it, but we have to subtract. All right, it's a two-step
process already. These things go. These word problems.
I know, they're your favorite, I know. All right. This one is definitely directly from your pre-assessment. I may have changed the name a little bit. So Elena's hair salon uses an average of 5.4 quarts of shampoo per month. If Elena wants to order for the year, how many quarts of shampoo does she need to order? So is this question asking us to add,
Divide.
multiply, or divide?
Divide.
Is it asking us to divide?
Multiply.
No, multiplication. 5.4 times the year.
Okay, how many months are in a year?
12.
12. So that means we're going to take the 5.4 of quarts of shampoo that she orders per month, right? And multiply it by the 12 months in a year. So this is just a one-step problem. We do 5.4 times 12. What's that answer?
We did this. I did do this.
Yep,
That was on the thing.
It's on your pre-assessment.
Hey, I did that.
So that's going to give us
640 point. I might have put the point. I don't know. I don't remember. I know I did it. Quarts. Yeah. Yes, I did. I got that.
So
That's probably the only one I did.
that should be your answer, 64.8 quarts. All right.
Mr. Jenkins, I'm telling you, all the ones, if I did half, that's all I knew. Just like the first one, I knew of division. Then I skipped, went down to the next one.
You hate a question with multiple steps. You're the first one who's like, oh, I did the first step. Yeah, but there's more than one step.
Right.
Okay, so 64.8 quarts. Good. All right, our last word problem. I'm gonna
That's long.
I'm gonna erase all these drawings.
This got a lot of numbers in it.
Yes, it does. That makes it fun, right? This out of my way. Okay. So XYZ Telephone Company is running an introductory offer on their new long distance program. The program charges a $10.95 initiation fee, right? Then it offers the first 10 minutes at 8 cents per minute, right? And 5 cents per minute for any additional minutes. The investor decided to purchase the program in June and made long distance calls that month for the following number of minutes. We have all these minutes here. How much was his monthly bill for his first month of service?
So
right? So you know he's going to get charged
10.95.
$10.95, and then he gets charged 8 cents per minute for the first 10 minutes,
10 minutes.
and then 5 cents per minute for any additional minutes.
So you got to do 0.08.
Okay, yeah. So,
cents.
so let's look at all of these calls here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 calls, right? You have 8 calls, and they're all at least 10 minutes long. So you know for the first 10 minutes, it's going to get charged 8 cents per minute. And then every minute after that is only 5 cents per minute.
Okay,
So
so you got.
let me give you guys a couple minutes to try it out on your own before I give you some advice on how to solve it.
Okay.
So go ahead and try it. I'm going to put myself on mute, and you guys can try it, and then we'll try it together. All right, you guys ready to try it? Some ideas for me where to begin?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. All right. I'm gonna wait. If you've come up with an answer, you can put it in the chat. I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong until we discuss it. But if you come up with an answer, you can put it in the chat.
Mhm. Mhm. Took away. Mhm. Mhm. So 181 minus, what's this? What is this? 181 minus 14, 3 plus 8 plus 35 plus 2 plus 2, 4 plus 5 equals 1 minus 181. That's 80. That's 80. And then any additional incremental of 0.5 cents per minute for additional minutes. All right. Now I got to 5 from out of here. So, seven. Four. Plus 4 plus
We ready to see the steps?
yes.
Okay. So first thing we want to do, the first thing that I did was add up all my minutes, right?
Minutes.
How
Yes.
many minutes do I have total?
181.
Okay, so he talked for 181 minutes, right? And it says the first 10 minutes are at 8 cents per minute with 5 cents per minute for every additional.
Minutes.
Every single one of his calls, right, was at least 10 minutes. And how many calls were there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. There were 8 calls and they were all 10 minutes. So what's 8 times 10?
80.
80. So that means that he has 80 minutes. They're going to be charged at 8 cents per minute, right? And he has 181 minutes total. So how many minutes are going to be charged at 5 cents a minute? I have to do 181 minus 80. What's that?
80.
101.
That's 101.
100.
101. So he's going to have 101 minutes charged at 5 cents per minute. So I'm going to use this to solve it, right? I'm going to do 1095 plus 8 cents times 80 plus 5 cents times 101. Okay. So I'm going to do 80 times 0.08 is going to give
$208.05.
what? How much? How much? How much did you say?
Hold on, no, wait.
That's 640. And we got to do 5 cents at 101.
101.
So that's $5.05.
05.
Okay, $5.05 plus $6.40 plus $10.95 is going to give me how much? How much are these three added up?
22.40.
Good, $22.40.
How I get 200 and some dollars?
I don't know. You tell me. What'd you put in? What did it look
I
like?
had the 101 and I had the 181 and I had the 80. I don't know where I went wrong.
Because you can't have 181 and 80. It's 80 and 101.
Oh, and 100.
Yeah. If you have 181 too, that's too much.
I took out, but it's supposed to take the 80 out. I had the 80.
You're supposed to take the 181
I didn't take
out.
the one. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So once you have all your minutes added up, you have to split them up into 80 minutes at 5 cents a minute and 101 minutes at 5 cents.
At 5 cents.
And when you split that up, that's going to give you your right answer. Okay. 22.40. So I put the steps down there, but you should add your minutes first.
Yeah, I added my minutes.
Then you take out your 80 minutes at 8 cents a minute. And then whatever is left, you charge at 5 cents a minute.
Right.
And then you have to, of course, add in your fee, the program fee of $10.95.
$10.95, I got that. 8 times. See, I had the 181. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why my bill too high.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to share one last thing with you guys before I let you guys go for the day. Believe it or not, we're almost at the end of class. We spent the day definitely discussing some really good things.
Yeah, because these word problems ain't gonna be on there. All right, nothing. I gotta get these down pat. That's definitely gonna be on the test.
Okay, so this is your class's homepage. I just wanted to show you that I saw that some of you were struggling with the exponents. So I put in a link for a video on what exponents are and how to use them, right? So it's a quick little 3-minute video, but it helps you get you more comfortable on what exponents are, because you're going to be seeing a lot of them in class. And before we get a chance to really dive into it, I want to make sure you have a good idea of what we're doing.
That's why I keep going to IXL.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely do some IXL practice as well. So don't forget the work that's due for today, of course, are your notes. Make sure you just upload a copy of your notes. So you have these 2 practices as well with decimals. The first practice is on addition and subtraction. I just want to make sure you guys see that. These are word problems with addition and subtraction of decimals, okay? That's the first assignment. It's just 9 questions, not a lot. The second practice is with multiplying and dividing of your decimals, a little bit longer.
That's like due Friday.
It's 11 questions. Yep, it is due on Friday, right? This is due on
Okay.
Friday. Yeah, so these are multiplication of decimals and dividing of decimals. And the last one is a mixed practice where we do all of it together, right? It's adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. You just have to figure it out by reading through the questions, okay? So take your time and get those done. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, right? Anytime, and I will help you out. And then, of course, your exit ticket as well. So those are the assignments you have to do for this week. And they are due on Friday. The notes, of course, are due today. Everything else is due on Friday. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Okay. No.
Yeah, Mr. D, I got one.
Yes, Antoinette. Just one. Only one question for you. What's up?
With the because I'm having problems understanding everything. So
Okay.
with the notes, it'll walk me through the problems, right?
So yeah, so your notes have all of the information. I mean, do you have the notes open right now? You should have them open, right?
Yes, I'm looking at them. Yes.
Yeah. So your notes, yeah, they have all the instructions on there, right? So it tells you first how to introduce. It tells you how to add and subtract, right? You have to.
Oh, I didn't even go all the way down there.
It tells you all the steps on how to add and subtract, and then it tells you the steps on how to multiply. And then also how to divide. Yep.
I didn't even go all the way down there.
So all the steps are there, right? So make sure you review them. Yeah, review your notes. And also the videos have been uploaded, right? So just so you guys can know, and I'll add this video.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, the video is not there. Let me add it right now because it's not there. It should be there.
Yeah, it's like wait.
I don't know why it wasn't posted. Let me add it right now.
But I didn't even look all the way down there. I just went through that because those were the problems on me. I didn't even go all the way down to the bottom.
Okay. And I'm going to add Wednesday's recording as soon as we finish today. So let me just insert it. It's gonna take a second, but yes, so there should be a video also, Antoinette. The video, I'm gonna post a video now and it'll also walk you through it because it's the notes that we went over on Monday. So that should also help you with it, okay?
Yeah, bro.
Except it's not loading, but I'll put it up there in a second as soon as it loads. All right, any other questions that I can help you guys out with before we?
No, I'm glad she brought that up because I didn't even go all the way down to the notes at the bottom for the division and the multiplication and division.
Yeah, you gotta do all of that, yep. I'm gonna, I'll.
No, I did the work, but I didn't go down all to the notes.
Yeah.
Because I was going to my folder that we had
Right,
before COVID. Yeah, I was going back to my folder. See, that's why I was trying to go back to my notes that I got in there, because we did this.
all right. Anything else I can help you all with?
Yes, I got one question. I want to know the practice 1, 2, 3. We're gonna resolve. We're gonna do it and submit it to you, or
Yeah, so I'll show you how to do that. So, okay. Let me cancel this.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah, once again, I'm
Oh my
gonna
God, who is that?
answer Jules' question and I'll get right to you.
Hey, this is my first day. I supposed to do all this work?
So what you need to do is the notes. So you have to go back over and watch the video and do the notes. Absolutely. Yep.
I
Where
just
that
took
man
notes
came
while
from?
you was doing that. I was writing everything you did.
Well, I didn't hear what you said. One more time.
I said I was taking notes while you was demonstrating the work. I wrote down all that.
Great. So yeah, so what you're gonna do is take a picture of what you wrote down, and also from, because you have to go back and do Monday's video. So once that posted, you have to do that as well. Take those notes.
I gotta do Monday video too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, you just started. You gotta do everything like me.
You got to do Monday's video too. So the only thing that you're going to be required to do is the notes this week, because today is your first day. I understand it's your first day. I'm not going to make you do all 3 practices, but you are going to have to do the notes.
So just send the notes through, and then next week I start fresh.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Do the work, man. I did all the work.
So I'm going to show you how to submit. So whenever you have an assignment, it's going to say over here on the right, submit assignment. So you're going to go here and submit it that way. And so you can upload it if you have it on your file already, or you can click create. Those are your options, right? But it's going to be much easier for you is if you just open it with Kami and you do your notes digitally. Right, so this is just an example. This is not actually something that you have to submit.
What's in the front right now? No, on the code.
Let me just show you in your actual file. So let's say you're doing practice number 1, and you just click open. And what you're able to do is you can do the work on a sheet of paper and just put your answer in. Just type it in, like the answer is 75 or whatever. You type it in here. And then you click at the top where it says turn in. And then that will turn it into me. And then you turn in
You said I could take a picture of it too, because I wrote it down. I wrote it down on paper.
Yeah, and if you take a picture, what you would do is, again, just click that submit assignment button and upload it that way. So those are your 2 options. And when you go in, and I'll show you again, you can go into the document, you click submit assignment. And then right here, you can upload it. You click file, and you
I could take a picture with this laptop.
So it's probably going to be easier to take a picture with your phone because you have to have it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Does that help at all, Jules?
I'm gonna email it.
yes, it's good. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Can I just email it to you?
That's fine. That's fine too.
All right. Okay, that'll work. Thank you.
No.
What's your name, sir?
Huh?
What's your name? I can't see you.
Cal.
Oh, hi,
That's
Cal,
how I
man.
want it. Hey, hey.
Oh, you don't want us to see you?
So that's how I want it. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all, and I will see you on Monday at 11 o'clock again. Some of you will have me on Friday for science, but
Oh,
I'll
I
see
do.
you on Monday. All right.
I see you Friday, sir.
G.
Then have a good one.
Have a good day, y'all.
Yeah, okay, you do the same.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You gotta go. Hey, bro, I think I hung up.
No, you're still on.
Go ahead.
All right, so those of you who need it, I have numbers 5 and 6. I'm going to record for you right now. Okay. Let me just go through that. All right, so the recording did not include my recording of numbers 5 and 6. I'm just going to go over that with you all. So numbers 5, we got to start with multiplying this exponent out, so 0.5 times 0.5. And then you're going to do the rest of the problem. Let me draw it for you. So we're going to do 0.5 times 0.5, which is going to give us 5.5. It's actually 25. Because we have 2 decimal places, it makes it 0.25. So we have 2.4 plus 0.25 minus 0.35. So now we can just do that in order with our addition and subtraction. So we're going to do 2.4 plus 0.25, right? And we can just add that up in by lining up our decimals, right? So the 5 is going to come down, 4 and 2 is 6. So we have 2.65. And now we're going to subtract the 0.35. 5 minus 5 is 0, 6 minus 3 is 3. And we just bring our 2 down, so we have 2.30 or just 2.3 as our answer to number 5. All right, if that was too fast, go ahead and pause and rewind it and look at that again. And we're going to go on to number 6. Okay, so for number 6, we're going to start off with the exponent again, and this time it's cubed. So we have to do it 3 times. Well, we have to do it twice. So it's multiply 1.1 3 times. So it's 1.1 times 1.1, which is really just 11 times 11, right? And 11 times 11 is 121, but because we have 2 decimals, it's going to be 1.21. But I'm going to show you step by step how to do that. So it's 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1. Put our 0 in. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1. Add it up. It's 121, right? And we have 2 decimal places, so it's 1.21. Okay, but we're not done because we have to do it. We have to do this factor 3 times. That's what this exponent indicates, right? So we do 1.1 one more time. It's 1, it's 2, it's 1. All right, and then again, same thing. I'm just gotta put my 0 here for my placeholder. I don't know what's happening. Why it's doing that, but okay. All right, so that's 0, and then that's 1, 2, 1, and we add it up. That's 1, oh, because I'm at the edge of the paper. All right, so it's 1.331, and I have 3 decimal places, so it's 1.331. Okay, and then, so we've done our exponent. So then the next step here is actually to divide. We're going to do our division here, which is 8.6 divided by 2.15. So I'm going to put that down here. I'm going to do 2.15 into 8.6. But I can't divide when there are 2 decimal places in my divisor. So I have to move them out, move this decimal out to the end of my number. So it's going to be 1, 2 times that I have to move it to the right. Whatever I do on the outside, I must also do on the inside. So we have 215 into 860. Okay, so I know that 2 goes into 8 4 times, so maybe 215 goes into 864 times. Let's try it. what's 215 times 4? Turns out that 215 times 4 is going to give us 860 because 5 times 4 is going to give us 0. Again, I'm at the edge of the paper and I apologize. It's not going to carry over. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6. And 4 times 2 is 8. So it actually works out perfectly as 4. So this answer here is 4. So I have 1.31 plus 4 minus 0.086. So then let's just add it up. So we have 1.331 plus 4 is going to give me 5.331. And then I'm going to subtract the 0.086 from that. Again, I guess I'm close to the edge, so it doesn't want to work. So 5.331 minus 0.086. 11 minus 6 is 5. 12 minus 8 is 4. 2 minus 0 is 2. And then bring down the 5. So my answer is 5.245 for number 6. All right, thank you guys for joining us today.